Hello, my music-loving friends. As you saw from the still at the beginning of this video, we're using one of those pieces of paper that you cut in a previous video. So if for some reason you don't still have that, you need to cut that paper in thirds like we did previously. You can always find the PDF on the website of where those cuts are made. Okay, so today we're going to be adding a little booklet to your theory book that helps you think through time signatures. So of course we're going to start with our folds here. So I have my third of a paper landscape, and first we're going to fold it in half side to side like so. Crease it. Give it a good hard crease on the side there. Okay, and now we're going to take that and we're going to fold it again, and we're making thirds out of this. As you will remember from previous videos, to make thirds, we fold it and we ask ourselves, does this section look the same size as this section? It doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be close. All right, so here we go. Folding that, making it a good hard crease. And then, you know, when the paper is folded this many times, I actually find that it's easier if I go this way with this fold, and it doesn't matter because we're making folds partially for organization, partially for folding. So I'm just going to fold it back this way. I'm going to line my corners up, and I end up with this kind of skinny piece of paper. I'm going to make sure everything's orderly here. And then I'm going to make that fold. You can see that mine's not perfect. I'm not stressing about it. It's just a craft, right? It's just helping us think through stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to open that up. I have my beautiful organization lines. And then I'm going to fold this top to bottom so that I get a line straight across. So I'm going to line my corners up as neatly as I can. Corners are lined up. I'm pinching it and pressing it to the table to keep them that way while I start my fold. And then, of course, smash that fold. All right, smash, smash, smash. All right, so now I have this delightfully organized piece of paper, and because I know that those fold lines are hard to see on the video, I've prepared this other piece so that I can show you how we're going to cut this. You do not need another piece of paper. You do not need to draw lines on yours. I'm just doing this so you can see where I'm doing the cuts. Our goal is first to cut off one column. So you have all these little fold lines, and you want to cut off one piece of that. So you can see where this line is. I'm going to cut twice. So first I'm going to cut on the one where I've drawn a line so you can see. I'm cutting off this piece here. Okay, so you end up with this little piece that goes right in the recycling. So now let's do it on the actual one here. So I'm cutting right on that fold line, being very careful with my scissors. And right in the recycling with that little scrap. Okay, and now for our time signatures book, we also need to cut off 3 bottom squares. And I did this pen so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. On yours, you have a fold in the middle, and you have all these other folds. I'll show you first here, and then I'll show you again here. So first, I make a cut not all the way through, only to that center line. And then I'm going to cut these 3 squares so that they are gone. And I'm being so careful with my scissors. You also saw in another video I had cut myself with my scissors. I don't want to do that again. All right, so this goes right in the recycling, and we end up with a piece that looks like this. Let's do it together. Okay, you already cut off one column. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares going across here. We're going to cut 1, 2, 3 right on this fold. Only to the middle. And then we're going to cut these 3 off entirely. Don't cut your fingers. All right. And, oh, almost there. There we go. Okay, so now you have a piece of paper that looks like this. What on earth will we do with it? You may be asking yourself. Okay, time to grab your theory book. Now this one is going to get folded up, and it's going to end up here in your theory book. So what on earth are we going to do with it? So this is going to go inside of your theory book, and our goal is to make it so that this last column is glued into your theory book over here. And it is easiest to figure out how to do that if you line it up with your dynamics drawing over here. So you see how I lined it up? There's a little bit of space, so it's not right on the fold of my booklet, because I want to be able to close my book at the end of this and not have it right in the middle. Okay, so with it just like this, I'm gonna glue it down, and I'm only gonna glue one column. Okay, so one of me is going to be doing glue stick and one of me is going to be doing liquid glue, and you can follow along with the one that works for you.